aware of in the long jump and the triple jump. First thing, the sand must be the same level as the runway. So as you can see here, the pit is being prepared in advance. Now the process that you're seeing using is the correct raking process, where sand is being pushed into any holes that are in place. We don't pull the rake away because that creates a dip which the athlete can jump in. The sand should be really soft and enable their landing to be cushioned. It's normal practice for there to be a watering can or something alongside the pit so that we can dampen the sand down, just so that it's not particularly fine when people land in it. It's not a soaking of the pit, it's just a dampening down of the pit. So you can see at this near end the pit, the sand's perfect. Perhaps a little bit further away at this moment in time we could do with a little bit of water going on the sand, but good raking process being used there. In the long jump and the triple jump technique, it's really important that we understand how the board works. Now, as you can see in front of us, we've got a white line as our mark for the board. This is a good jump. You can see that I'm actually on the takeoff board, I'm not exceeding the takeoff board. So that would actually be perfect takeoff position for an athlete in the long jump or the triple jump. However, now I've gone over the board. That would be a no jump and would be indicated by a NJ on the scorecard. If an athlete chooses to take off before the line, that's absolutely acceptable. We're still going to be measuring on the board itself, and we're going to be measuring from this mark here, which is the mark that is closest to the long jump or triple jump pit. So that's where we're going to be taking our reading from. If an athlete decides to take off from back here, then obviously they're losing valuable centimetres from their jump itself. So the official will have decided the order of the athletes who are going to compete in the competition. This particular one, we've got one athlete who's doing her competition early because she's got a clash of events. So competition's about to begin now. This is a triple jump competition. So the takeoff board that we're using is this further board here that I'm zooming in on. So we'll try and have a look at the technique as and when the athlete takes off. So the athlete's got into the pit. It cannot be measured until the athlete leaves the pit. So the athlete will leave. Once the athlete has left the pit, the spiker will place the spike in the furthest mark back towards the takeoff board that's left in the sand. If an athlete trails their hair or something like that, then it'll be the mark left by the hair. You can see the tape's been pulled all the way back past the board, and the official is reading off the distance nice and loud so that the athletes can hear their distance that they've jumped.
6 metres.
And that's the score that will go in on the card for that particular athlete.
Normally, if you've got a raker there at the same time, the raker would actually be raking away the sand and the marks from the pit while it's actually being measured. You can see, in order to get rid of the marks in the sand, I'm pushing the sand into the pit itself, taking it as much from the outside as possible, just levelling off that pit ready for the next jumper.
Normal procedure would be, if you have a plasticine board in place, the official would show the athlete on the plasticine board the mark that they've left so that they can see how badly they've no jumped. In this particular case, we don't have a board in place because it's lines on the floor. This year IAAF regulations are 30 seconds between each of the jumps for the athlete, so actually gives the athlete an opportunity just to recover before they actually go in. Here's the scorecard that's been filled in for that particular athlete. As you can see, 3 trials. First trial of 6 metres, second one was a no jump, third trial of 6:02. The official has recorded on the board the best of all 3 trials, which is 6:02.